Banks are continuing to shut down at an alarming rate. I have a list of banks that have decided they are no longer going to operate their brick and mortar. Let's get into it. Give this video a thumbs up, share it out, leave comments down below. And if you are new, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you are returning, welcome back, cousins. I'm glad to see you here today. So banks continue to shut down branches, and your bank may be the next one to close their doors. The trend has affected banks like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, TD Bank, and so many more. It has also led to the closing of key bank branches. Key Bank recently announced it plans to close several branches nationwide this year. Is your branch one of the ones that will be closing their doors? That's the question that remains to be answered. Banks have closed 539 branches in just 6 months, with Wells Fargo and Chase among those shutting their doors. And those 539 banks that have closed down or are closing down, that's just the first half of the year. There's still more to come. So at this rate, if this continues the rest of 2024, they're saying that it will mean more than 1,000 branches wiped from malls, in towns, and city centers. Bank of America closed the most branches with a total of 90 branches closed. U.S. Bank also made substantial closures with 73. Wells Fargo with 62. Chase Bank with 53. TD Bank with 52. So right now it seems like these banks are catering to the Gen Z, because Gen Z to boomers are in less need of a traditional bank, they say, which explains the rising number of physical branches that have been closing over the past few years. Some banks last week announced that they would be shuttering 15 branches across the U.S., continuing this trend of abandoning the brick and mortar spaces. U.S. Bank led the way with plans to close 7 bank branches. Bank of America will shut down 6 of their locations, and Chase will shut down 2. The reasons they put behind these doors closing down is likely that overhead costs, rent, maintenance, supplies, and staff salaries are a large factor, especially given that the survey shows how infrequent people visit brick and mortar banks. I told you guys about a bank that only got like maybe 2 customers to 5 customers in 3 days. But I really do think that they should reconsider a lot of things, especially with how we had this whole Microsoft outage situation taking place, how we've had cell phone services to go down, internet to go out. What happens when you don't have these brick and mortars and you're relying so much on online? Where does that leave us access to our funds, with or without? So the worst hit state was California, which saw 72 closures from national banks in the first half of the year. New York followed in second, seeing 51 closures, followed by Pennsylvania, which had 40. Bank of America has also said that they tend to consolidate 2 branches into one when they are close together. From what I can see, most of these banks are saying that they're evolving with their clients, reevaluating their physical footprint, but are they evolving with the times? Like, are they paying attention to all of the things that have been basically out of service, outages that are happening? What happens when that happens online and people cannot access their funds? People right now are having issues accessing their funds. People's bank accounts are being closed. What do people do when that happens? And you don't have a physical place that you can go into. You have to make that phone call or you have to go online. But guess what? You don't have communication. Internet is out. You can't make the phone call. You can't go online to talk to someone. I really think they need to reevaluate that. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. And not too long ago, I told you guys about Wells Fargo announcing that they will be shutting down 8 of their local branches. The bank alerted regulators to the mass closures across California, New Jersey, North Carolina, Utah, Delaware, and Washington. So we see where it's going, but is it going in the right direction? Y'all answer that below. Let me know what you think about this story, and definitely share this video out. Hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope this was news that you can use, and if so, share it. Sharing is caring. I love you, but God truly loves you more.